FUHAD SAHEED will also be joining in via the phone line in a bit. But before then, I'll just introduce us to the focal points for this morning. The first one on the first one on the list is, of course, the statement from the former President Olusegun Obasanjo saying that he never wanted third-term presidency. That if he did want third-term presidency, that he was audacious enough to actually get it. That's what he said, that he never wanted it, and that if he actually really wanted it, he knew what to do to get it. That's one thing that we're going to be looking at. I mean, a lot of us who were alive and well by God's grace at that time would remember very, very well third-term agenda was a major topic of discussion in that era, and I'm wondering why now that the former president seemed to be going back on his track saying that. But FUHAD has a lot to say as regards that. We'll get to that soon. But the major focal point for this morning is petrol scarcity and the statement from Ipman saying that the shortage of petrol may continue till June next year. The queues are still there. Transport fare has gone off the roof, and the federal government has said that they're going to stop paying petrol subsidy by June 2023. All right. So what exactly is happening? Do we agree with FUHAD that at this time now maybe our government is just on autopilot, because there seem to be a lot of things that we are pushing till June, and we all know that by June a new administration would have been in place. So what exactly is our fate as regards fuel scarcity, as regards petrol subsidy in this country? Because what we have now is people are still buying fuel as much as 250 naira per liter, and there's this very, very uncomfortable silence from the federal government, from the presidency, from the president himself, from the Minister of Petroleum, who doubles as the president, from the NNPCL, who is the major stakeholder in all of these issues that we have been having. The IPMAN has been that's Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria. They have been the major vocal point of this whole issues. They have been the only one giving us details. They have been the only one giving us information. The NMDPRA, that's the Midstream Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. They told us some days ago that they shut down some private depots that are selling above the regulated price. And what we have now is that seven of those private depots have been reopened, and even as they have been reopened, they are still selling at the higher rate, higher than the regulated price. So what exactly is happening in the oil and gas sector? And are we going to keep languishing like this in this pain and suffering until June? Or is it that there's nothing that can be done until subsidy is taken off? Why is NNPCL silent? Why is nobody saying anything? Or do we agree with FUHAD that this government is probably on some sort of autopilot right now? Okay, but before we go open up the phone line, now we have a conversation as regards the petrol scarcity. We'll just quickly take a report from FUHAD as regards the former President Olusegun Obasanjo refuting claims of a third-term agenda during his own era. FUHAD.
Well, Sandra, I'm going to make it very short and simple, and luckily a lot of people listening to me can just quickly point to their phones to check some of these reports. There's a report in 2021, 22nd October, by Premium Times, and the headline is this: how we aborted Obasanjo's third-term agenda, Kenny Namani, that was the former Senate president. That report captures everything about the third-term agenda at that time. I think there's also a report by Daily Trust newspaper, how I stopped Obasanjo's third-term ambition in Namani. And I think Sahara Reporters, Vanguard, a lot of people just point Kenny Namani's report on how Obasanjo's third-term ambition was stopped. And I have to say this too: a lot of brilliant minds in the Senate, in the House of Reps at that time, who opposed that third-term ambition, who were members of the PDP, brilliant minds, never made it back because they did not support the third-term agenda. One of them was Kenny Namani, former Senate president, a very brilliant man, who worked hard. And that was the reason why the constitutional amendment at that time did not see the light of the day. Why everything was thrown out. So let's because I always say these things. You have to be careful to take some messages from some messengers. Lest we get confused about some of these things. It's important that we say this because it's the sake of posterity. Because of this young grass coming in the future, some of these things will be documented in books so that we can always set the record straight. And that's why it's important for us to re-emphasize this particular issue. And for the former president to have said it, we would have gotten it if he wanted it. Hey, people worked that to ensure he didn't get it. And that's the beauty of democracy. And there are some heroes of democracy that we don't talk about. One of them is the former Senate President, Kenny Amani. He's one of the biggest heroes of democracy for him to have fought the third-term agenda at that time to stand still. And he paid dearly for it. That was why he never returned to the... So that's that on that. On the issue of the fuel thing, we need to ask ourselves, there was provision for subsidy, SANDRA, in the budget in June. So why is it that we are not getting to when they say they were going to remove subsidy and we are buying fuel at 250 naira per litre? Have they removed this salary that we don't know? And why is nobody telling us anything? NFPC is not, the only people telling us things now is Hitman. And the only thing they are telling us is that, hey, this broadcasting will remain till June. The Minister of Petroleum, who is the president, is not saying anything. NFPCL is not saying anything. That's why I concluded that this government is on autopilot. Nobody is in charge from the way we are saying things.
All right. Thank you very much, FUHAD. I really appreciate. So those are the two focal points for this morning. The third-term presidency of former President Olusegun Obasanjo, and him coming forward now to say that no, it wasn't something that he wanted. If it was something that he wanted, he was audacious enough to get it. And then we also have petrol scarcity. It still lingers as private depots are still selling at 240 naira per litre. All right, and Ipman is now saying that the shortage may continue till June when the federal government takes off petrol subsidy. And we're looking at it that why are we having this very scary silence from the major stakeholders, the president, the presidency, the minister of petroleum, the NNPCL? Nobody is saying anything. And it's almost like, every malam to his kettle at this time now, just left it for everybody to, or to your Tenzo Israel, just, handle the problems yourself. Or just like Fuad has said, maybe this government at this time now is just on autopilot and everything just flowing and nothing exactly is being checked or regulated. I mean, the NMPDRA, shut down some private depots due to the fact that they were, selling fuel at above the regulated price. And now we have 7 of those private depots have been reopened and they are still selling above the regulated price. So what exactly is happening in the oil and gas sector? And is this something that we can actually sustain and manage, this petrol issue, this scarcity issue, this 250 naira per litre issue till June? Is that what we should be looking forward to, as Ipman has indicated? 091-36000410, 091-36000410. That's the number to call, or you can send a text message or a WhatsApp message, and let's have a conversation. Please, you have just 2 minutes, and please keep it clean. And don't forget, we had agreement yesterday, no campaigns in your statement. Okay, just go straight to the point. Let's have a conversation and let's move. Would really appreciate that. 2 minutes, keep it clean. Thank you very much. 091-36000410. Hello. Turn off your radio set, sir, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. The person that said that you never wanted to total agenda probably is coming from dementia. Honestly, he has forgotten that when was there. Just like I said there, brilliant man say that 40 days stands still in the House of Assembly. Disapproval of his intention. Why is he saying that now? He didn't want to read it. He never wanted to talk about the daughter. He left his thing. Baba is confusing. He's confusing himself. He's not confusing us. This is synonymous with our leaders. They seem not to. I don't know. I don't want to use some language that is not presidential, honestly. But because the way they are sitting, look at this petrol scarcity down. Nobody is talking. Nobody is saying anything. The other time they brought this thing to hello.
All right. Hello.
For 2 years ago, you know, he should have protested them. Could still be there. All Nigerians saw it. Good things he did, and there are some bad things he did. Like he implemented extrajudicial killing. We Nigerians will not forgive him unless
Mr. Oko.
Yes, the part of I will be also be glad because what has been on deck. All these iron benders. So many things depend on these things, and there is no power for us to work. So please, let us just work on it. On Obasanjo, I think I respect him a lot, but I think he's been economical with the truth. Why? Because when that very third-term agenda was aborted, he threatened this guy, killing a man with a label felony or whatever they call it as at that time. So if he did not want it, why then I respect him a lot. But let him just take the obvious. You know, there's nothing there to.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you. This is Sandra.
Good morning, Prince Wise.
Thank you, my dear. You see about this first cat.
Okay.
And what is clear to me is that Mr. President don't know how to back somebody. You know, where you appoint somebody to be in a position and he perform the new expectation. The best is to let him go. The NFP managing the director. He has a lot of questions to answer. So for me, for Mr. President, to fight the good man problem, I think this show and the person is not subsidized. So only petrol is the problem. And he will do something about it. That's number one. Number two, our former president. That is why I told you, and advised you, don't write a letter to any government to condemn them all the time. Because the moment you can condemn, they are opening the book to tell you what you have done wrong when you are in power. So nobody should say, so Baba is fight all these things. And even somebody told to their class a week ago that Baba is not a from so that's stop.
All right, thank you.
If they say sorry to somebody, it's not an insult, but you should not be factory so to yourself. That's my advice to Baba. Good morning to you, my dear.
Thank you very much. All right, let's. Oof. I just made a very big mistake. All right, yes, you're listening to Trends in the Papers. Oh, apologies. You're listening to Mainland Focus, rather, on 98.3 Mainland FM. And this morning is petrol scarcity issues. And also the silence that we're getting from that particular sector. The only information we seem to be getting is from the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, and the queues are